Ancestor Spirit Guides. Hey, how are you doing? I'm sorry it took so long for your reading. I would have had it done yesterday, but I traveled somewhere else, so I want to make sure you get it today. Ancestor Spirit Guides, what is the energy that's around Walter? What is it that he needs to know? Ancestor Spirit, oops. First card that popped out, already your cards are popping out, is the King of Pentacles. So I see that you're focused on your money a lot. You've probably been working overtime or working harder because you see him. It's like the Pentacles card is a representation of money and prosperity. So this is what what's been on your mind lately. But let's pull a couple more cards and see. Ancestor Spirit Guide, give me the energy. Oops. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. All right, the next card that came out is the Six of Wands. So it's something you could have been battling with. These wands can represent family, thoughts, people, places, and things, all right? So this could represent some uphill battles that you've been going through. See how his foot is 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land? It's like you kind of been battling something or someone, maybe trying to come back to it, and you've been kind of defensive around them. About them, shall I say. But let's pull a couple more cards. It's only the second card, so it's kind of hard to see. Ancestor Spirit Guys, what is the energy that's around Walter? What is it that he needs to know? Thank you. One card at a time, Spirit. Thank you. The next card that came out is the Ace of Cups. So the King of Pentacles and your prosperity is what you've been focused on. But the third cup of being the Ace of Cups is definitely coming towards you. I see like February or March that it's like springtime. See how these flowers is like spring flowers? So it won't be wintertime. It'll be like around March is when you'll start seeing the things that you're doing now for money is when you'll start to see them grow during that time. And this is divine help. It's the Ace of Cups. So it's divine, it's coming from, spirit, from God. Let's pull a couple more cards and see. Ancestor Spirit Guys, what is the energy that's around Walter? What is it that he needs to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, the next card that came out is the Six of Cups. So it's someone that you either took a break from or they took a break from you. And I think that either they're trying to come back towards you or maybe... Now, remember, before we do this reading, it could be past, present, and future energy. This could be already has happened. This could be happening now, or this can happen in the future. If it's a person, as soon as I showed you this card that you think of, this is who that person is about, this card is about, and it could be reversed. Like if you left them and they might want to come back towards you, but I pick up the energy on this card is that someone wants to come back towards you. Something may have happened where it was a disagreement or something, and maybe it was like you guys took some time out in between each other, and now one of you guys are offering your cup to each other. But this is actually a good card, even for friendship, because it's like you want to give something to someone. Let's pull a couple more cards. This reading is pretty good so far, though. These are all good cards. Ancestor Spirit Guys, what is the energy? Oops, just popped out. Oh, yeah, the next card that came out is the Ace of Swords. You have a really good cards already. The energy around you is really good. But it's like you kind of been, like this card is like a defense card. So it's like you kind of been defensive, focused on your money. But this card, the Ace of Swords, came out because it's like you kind of have your sword up in defense against either one person or a group of people. And it's like you still divinely have to be connected to these people because it could be family. So you can't just cut them out like with this sword. You can't just cut them out completely because blood, see how the bottom is like burgundy red? It could represent like these are blood relatives or somebody close to you in that sense. But spirit is definitely with you in a situation. You follow your first mind during that. If something, I don't care if it is family, tells you to leave a person alone or give them a break, that is what we do. Because you want to follow your first mind in that. But this is a good card. All of them are actually really good. But I see somebody else around you that y'all had took a break from. And it's somebody that's trying to come back. If you haven't heard from this person now, I'll give it by New Year's. You'll hear from this person through a text or a phone call. Or you may see this person out like at a store or something and run into them. Or a family member of theirs. Yeah. It could be a family member of the person who... Or if it's not this person, it could be a family member. Let's pull a couple more cards. Ancestor Spirit Guys, what is the energy that's around Walter? What is it that he needs to know? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Next card that came out is the Eight of Wands. This is communication. This is arguments. This is disagreements. It's just like he say, she say things. Somebody, he say, she say. And this could be why this card came out. And this is what you're trying to be defensive from, is dealing with people who speaks he say, she say things and maybe don't know what they're talking about. If you notice, this background is almost the same. If you look, both of these backgrounds are still the same, and it's both wand cards. So this is communication. The wands on the card represent communication, so, or gossip, or just something with the mouth of someone running their mouth about something about your business, or think that they know something that they don't. But that's why you pulled the Ace of Swords, because it's like you can cut them off at any time. Use your first mind doing so to make sure that, you know, it's the right people that you do have around you, okay? Because that's the only way you're going to get to this moment of being the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the second highest. The Emperor is the highest in the tarot deck. The Ace of Pentacles is the first, and this is the second. So this is pretty good. You stay focused on that, and I told you the universe is going to reward you with that around springtime. Let's pull a couple more cards. Ancestor, Spirit guides, what is the energy? Ooh, thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Next card that came out is the Page of Cups. So this person could be a water sign person, who I'm talking about, or this could be you, because you being a Cancer, you're a water sign. So it's a lot of water in this card. But it's like you want to communicate with this person. You do want to. You do miss this person in the sense that if they did come back to you, or if you ran into them, you would be open to having communication with them, because you actually miss having them with you. The way how he's looking at this cup and this fish, even if you don't want to admit it to them, it's like I still see that you wouldn't mind. Let's pull a couple more cards. I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards for you too after we get done with the tarot cards. Ancestor, Spirit guides, what is the energy that's around Walter? What is it that he needs to know? Excuse me. One at a time. Thank you, Spirit. Next card that came out is the King of Cups. So you're going to go from, okay, this is how it's going to work. The King of Pentacles is where you aiming to go. This is the first card. This is you. This is your whole energy, okay? When you go, you're going to go through some things with communication, cutting people out, certain things like that. You're not going to be rewarded with the King of Pentacles until you go through this moment of cutting the right people out that's around you. That's when, and then the people who's supposed to be around you, family, friends, or whoever, that's why this card came out, for you to be able to give to them, so then the universe can then give back to you, so then you can get to this point. Because this is where you at now. This is where you're striving to be, is the King of Pentacles. On top of all your money, everything is taken care of. You take care of that. This is what you're showing up now, is the Page of Cups. But in the future, universe wants you to be the King of Cups. So you have to keep doing what you're doing now in order to sit, you know, as the King of Cups. And it's not hard, you're right there. But see how that fish in this cup, in the Page of Cups, see how that fish still showed up in the King of Cups reading? But he's no longer holding it. He's holding his cup, his wand, and the fish is now around him. That represents money as well, too. So you really need to be focused. I know you wanted to know about your finances. So your finances for the future is looking really good. As long as you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing now, and you keep the right people around you that's supposed to be around you. I tell everybody, when somebody around you that's not supposed to be around you, the first thing is going to let you know is your finances. When your money start getting funny and you don't know why, and you can't keep money and things just keep starting to happen, that's because of somebody's energy around you that's draining your energy, okay? We're going to pull a couple more cards, and then I'm going to pull an oracle cards, and we'll be done with the reading. Thank you. Ancestor, Spirit guides. Oh, thank you. The next card that came out is the Seven of Cups. This card represents options. This card represents a lot of different directions you can go in life right now. I do see you asked about your overall peace and your overall inner peace. And I really see you do have options right now on which way that can go. You can right now stay on the course of what you're doing and end up that way, or I mean, it might be something that could give you a shortcut, don't get me wrong, but I don't really see that that's a good thing to do. When if it's a shortcut for you to get somewhere, something may happen in that it would have been better for you just to take the route that you're doing now. So don't try to do anything. If somebody give you an opportunity to do something slick or do something for fast money or something like that to get to your moment, I wouldn't take that at this time. I would just let them know, like, no, you already got your own, thing going on. And you do have different options to make money and to be able to, and you don't really need anybody else to do that because you see all of the rewards. Every cup has something in it. So you just use your own judgment on what it is that you need to do. I see your health looking good as well too. You don't have anything to worry about. Just make sure you wash your hands a lot. And I tell everybody to make sure you drink enough water. Ancestor Spirit guys, give me one more card for the energy that's around Walter. Thank you. The next card that came out is the Hangman. So it's something, it could be this person, but it's something that you just are, it's just been on your mind. Maybe that's why you reached out to get a reading done, because it's been something that's been on your mind for at least the past month or two. And you see the light that's around his head. It's like it's something that's been in your head that you do have, that you do want to express to someone or someone you've been thinking of. This could be the same person I told you in this card that maybe they're not around you, or if this person wasn't around you and they're now back around you, you could be in your head about them. But I see that person, sometimes people need time from each other in order to see if you want to get back with that person, or see if it was worth you being around that person, if their energy, is still around you. So I would give it another week or two. If you want to reach out to this person, I do feel it's a female energy, that I don't see anything wrong with you. I think y'all both are mirroring each other. Like, you want to reach out and say something, and she does, and now if this is in the past and you guys have gotten back together, you could be like, oh yeah, this is the energy that happened. Or if it hasn't happened yet, I do see this person. You're gonna run into a family member of theirs, or them themselves, or something like that. If you haven't heard from this person yet, they keep coming up in your reading. We'll pull a couple final cards, and I'll pull some oracle cards for you. Ancestor Spirit guys, thank you. Just pop right out. You have a beautiful reading. You have beautiful energy around you. The next card that came out is the Ace of Wands. You pull every ace except for the Ace of Pentacles, and I'll pull one more card just to see, but I usually end my readings on all aces because that lets me know the reading is done. So since this is the last card, is the Ace of Wands, this goes to that communication again. Be careful about who you tell your business to moving forward, because they could use it against you. Like I said, people might start, or if it's anything about making some money or something. The first card was the King of Pentacles, so you know what you need to do. Don't let anyone come into your life and say, oh, well, I got this way, I can do this, and we can do this, because it's not going to work out. Something's going to happen where it's going to sabotage all the hard work that you've been doing right now. So you keep doing what you need to do, but be careful of telling people your business moving forward, and also he say, she saying, gossip and stuff like that. If it's something that you might have said to someone, by the time they tell someone else, the story is going to be so different than by the time you know how it is. Like, people, they gossip and they add their own things to it. But this right here just shows that you're just like focused on what you need to. In this reading, you pull all three aces. This is beautiful energy around you. The universe definitely wants to bless you and has been blessing you. You just still need to do with, and you knew that. I think you needed to read and just to be assured. But I really think that I can feel that you knew that already. But just be careful of people trying to bring information and stuff back to you, or taking things from you to someone else, and just keep everything basically to yourself. I've been telling a lot of signs that this season, because it's just that time of season where people it's the holidays and stuff, so people want to tell people of like the good things they have going on and this and that, but people don't understand. People have hidden agendas, and if you're being well off and able to do the things that you need to, then some people don't like that. And that's just a situation where you're young enough where and I'll take a picture of these and send these to you. But this reading is actually good. We'll take one last clarifying card, then I'll pull a couple oracle cards and we'll be done. Ancestor Spirit guys, give me one last card for the overall reading. Ancestor Spirit guys, give me that. Oops, okay. Last card is the Wheel of Fortune. So everything I just told you is time for. See the wheel? This is all meaning time. This is all time. The Wheel of Fortune just means it's time to move forward on your first line of everything you need to do. This person could be a water sign person that I was speaking of, or a fire sign person. But this just clarifies that it's just time for you to keep moving forward on your own and what you're doing. If the person who you want to have back into your life comes back around, accept them back because they really genuinely, or this could be you. If a person that left you alone and you genuinely mean it, they will accept your apology. If it's something that you said or something that they said or whatever, you apply how it goes. But this reading is actually a beautiful reading. Let's pull a couple oracle cards for you. We'll pull 3, and then we'll be done with the reading. Ancestor Spirit Guides, what is the energy? Thank you. Will deserve reward. I just said it. Your hard work is going to pay off. Keep doing what it is that you need to do. See how on this card it's just one guy. He's on his own, but see how he's just by himself, but the light is behind him. This is representation of you in this card. And it's basically this whole reading of like just standing on your own, being on yourself. And you see it's well-deserved reward. So all of the hard work and everything that you're putting into now, it will pay off. You pull all 3 aces in this reading. The universe definitely is showing you favor at this time. Ancestor Spirit Guides, thank you. This card is just popping out. The second card came out as Shine. See how free she is in this card? It's the rainbow, and she's just floating, and she's just free. A lot of these cards is just one person, so that could just mean like you focus on yourself right now. But this is actually a good card. The 2 numbers on these cards is 919. One is 9 and the other one is 19, just so you know. I don't know if those numbers mean anything to you. Ancestor Spirit Guides, give me one last card for the energy that's around Walter. What is it that he needs to know? Thank you. All right, I'll take both of them. 2 came out. Dedicated effort. I just said it. Dedicated effort is all the hard work you're putting into. That's what this whole reading is about. It's for you to keep working. Look, it's another guy by himself doing the painting. He's on his own. You don't see anybody else. See how he's working? See how he's working? Everything he's working on himself and by himself. That is what Spirit wants me to let you to know right now. Is you keep doing what you're doing and so the universe can bless you. Don't let anyone else come into your life and try to bring you out of what you're doing right now, okay? The last card that came out is Embrace. Embrace the change that's coming up. This is a beautiful card. All of these cards have 1 male on them. That's so ironic. All of them. The King of Cups, the Page of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. They all have the Hangman. It's only one guy on them. So that should be letting you know to stay focused on what you're doing. And Walter, I appreciate you for reaching out to me for this reading. You let me know how it resonates. I'll talk to you later. Bye.